The plot of this poem is persistence, the will to survive, and courage. This poem gave me another way, out of the many I already have, to look at and dissect life. The title of this poem is very significant because this character has been cast away to the sea, hence the title. The character is stuck in the middle of the sea and he just needs to stay alive. The poem is saying that this man is trapped and floating in the aimless depths of life. Here, it is saying that life is dangerous and can consume you, so you'd better be careful out there. The Castaway by William Cowper. Obscurest night involved sky, the Atlantic billows roared, when such a destined wretch as I was headlong from on board. Of friends, of hope, of all barefoot, his floating home ever left. No braver chief could Abalon boast than he with whom he went, nor ever ship left Abalon's coast with warmer wishes sent. He'd loved them both, but both in vain, nor him beheld, nor her again. Not long beneath the whelming brine, expert to swim, he lay, nor soon he felt his strength decline, or courage die away. But wagged with death a lasting strife, supported by despair of life. He shouted, nor his friends had failed to check the vessel's course, but so the furious blast prevailed, that pitiless force. They left their outcast mate behind, and scuttled still before the wind. Some succor yet they could afford, and such as storms allow, the cast, the coop, the floated cord, delayed not to bestow. But he, nor ship, nor shore, whatever they gave, should visit no more. Nor cruel as it seemed, could he their fate himself condemn, aware that flight in such a sea alone could rescue them. Yet bitter felt it still to die, deserted, and his friend so nigh. He long survives who lives an hour in ocean, self-upheld, and so long he, with upsent power, his destiny repelled. And ever as the minutes flew, and trailed help or cry to do, at length his transient respite past, his comrades, who before had heard his voice in every blast, could catch the sound no more. For then by toil subdued he drank the stifling wave, and then he sank. No poet wept him, but the page of his narrative sincere tells the name, his worth, his age, is wet with innocence tear. And tears by bards or heroes shed alike immortalize the dead. I therefore propose not, or dream, descanting on his fate, to give the melancholy theme a more enduring date. But misery still delights to trace its semblance in another's case. No voice divine the storm allayed, no light propitious shone, when snatched from all effectual aid, we perished, each alone. But I beneath a rougher sea, and whelped in deeper gulfs than he. The figurative language I see in this poem is imagery and diction. The author is speaking for the character, and the character's faith and determination drive the poem. This poem shifts from being stuck in the boat to talking of his abandonment and his fate, and how the author, or the poet, is facing something much darker. The title is significant because it describes how and why and the way he feels about being abandoned. Imagery is shown in the line, "His floating home ever left." Diction is shown when he uses words like "the" with an apostrophe, or "wagged" with an apostrophe instead of a D, an E, or "involved," and using the same pattern. It's a unique way to write, and it's different than anything I've seen before. That was The Castaway by William Cowper.